I don't know what to say beyond the fact that I want these fucking lows. I'm so tired of being just screwed over out of these fucking lows. I know for a certain fact it's gonna want to hit. I know for a certain fact it's gonna want to hit. So, the reason why I got into this trade is just simply because higher time frames are just showing me it. 4 hour failed to break above, giving it a break of structure. There was none there. The 1 hour also was telling me, hey, we might want to go bearish because there was no break of structure to the upside. So in order for me to be able to go ahead and confidently say that market wants to continue on to the upside, I need to go ahead and see higher time frames show me that. As of right now, the higher time frames are showing me that we're wanting to go just a tad bit lower, just because we still have all this liquidity right here to be smacked. That's just on a 1 hour. So what really got me into this was a 5-minute break of structure, and then we respected another fair value gap. This is the fair value gap right here. We respected it and then started to push lower. It's just giving me more confirmation. Oh, sorry, that's not it. So we got the break right here, and then we pushed lower with the fair value gap. We pushed lower, respecting that, and then on top of all that, we got a 1-minute break right here with this candlestick right here. That was just a very good, clean indication for me to get into this trade. It could go wrong. It could go very wrong still, but I am very confident to say that we're going to want these lows. The first trade that I took edged the shit out of me. Edged the fuck out of me. Right where my first take profit is, was exactly where my first take profit was in the first trade. We're not doing this again. We're not going to get edged out. I got completely edged. Market reversed all the way up to these highs right here. All the way up to these highs, and then just shit the bed right afterwards. With all that being said and done, like I said, I'm just very confident that market is going to want to go further down, lower. Is it going to happen now? Hopefully. Fucking hopefully we're going to go ahead and see that happen. But there's a very there's a high chance that market is also going to want to flip up and take out my stop loss. Just because it's been on bullshit. Just because it's been on bullshit all night. Oh, don't have the computer, so I can't really be recording off of that. So we're back to the basics, everybody. We're back to the basics. Trading off the phone is where it all started for me. It's where it all started for me. And I've just been spoiled for like the past year and a half with a computer that I didn't really need to go ahead and trade off of my phone. But I'm really glad that I put in a lot of practice in the beginning of my day trading journey, because I think it would be a little bit harder for me to go ahead and make a transition from the computer to this without having prior practice to having I think it would be harder for me to make the transition without prior practice on trading on a phone. It just would be a little bit more challenging, just a tad bit more challenging. With the computer, you have a little bit more freedom to do shit. It's a little bit more flexible. When it comes to the phone, you have a variety of things to be doing, but you don't have too much of flexibility and variety to do shit. So with the computer, I am able to go ahead and have my split screen. I could have my split screen on here, but it just looks better on the computer. I don't necessarily have to twist and move my phone around. Whoops. I don't have to necessarily twist my phone around. I don't have to do all this extra dumb shit just to make it look good. On the computer, it's just split screen. Both of my charts are there. Mark them out. Bing, bam, boom, bam. Said and done. Over with. Here, there's just a little bit more complication. So, what I'm really looking for with market right now is for silver to get in line. Or if it... No, it's gold. Son of a bitch. Okay, so we're in a little bit of a trouble here. Silver already took out the session low that I was trying to tag on gold. Two things could happen. One, market on gold side can respect silver's pushes towards the downside and only want to take out my first take profit, which is fine, which is good because that's what we're wanting. The other likelihood of this is that silver already made its move to the downside without gold moving with it. And with that being said and done, seeing as it's already taking out prior liquidity, all this liquidity to just take out session lows, we could just then make that reversal to the upside on gold. Gold has been the more leading index to the upside tonight, so that likelihood is on the table right now. What I really want to see are respectable pushes on both silver and gold towards the downside. I don't want to see gold make that 5-minute retracement to the upside, while same thing with silver. There's gonna have to be retracements. Market needs to breathe, but what I don't want to go ahead and see is this 5-minute high right here be taken on silver and on gold. If it gets taken on silver and taken on gold, then that's kind of my stop loss right there. But we'll see how this shit plays out. So right now, at the moment, gold is pushing more towards the downside. Silver, I want to see that very same thing on silver, but like I said before, silver's already hit prior liquidity to the downside. So does silver really want more of that shit to then hit this fuckery of a low right here? Or does silver really want to jag out to then have gold take over towards the downside? What I really want to see right now is a 5-minute break of structure towards the downside to confirm that we're going to want to go further lower. That's what I want to see. Like, yeah, I'm confident that price wants to go further lower, but that doesn't necessarily mean it's going to want to do it right now or within the next hour. It could very well just make the little moves that it wants now in Asia session to then make that final move towards the downside like I want in London. Right now it's 9:54 over here in Chicago. In New York, it's just about 11. Yeah, but London, I'm pretty sure it's well within the afternoon. But that's fine. I just want to be able to see a break of structure towards the downside to give me some more confirmation. 5-minute break of structure. Give me a 5-minute break of structure so that way gold can just follow suit. We just need a 5-minute break towards the downside. I don't want it towards the upside. I want it towards the downside. Give me a 5-minute break towards the downside. And I can't stand not listening to music. So what we're gonna do? Hopefully I don't get a fucking damn, sound like somebody just fell. Hopefully I don't get a strike off of this, but we'll see. Or if we could get a 5-minute break of structure on gold to then have that respected on silver? Question mark. At least take out first take profit. Just take out first take profit, and then I'll go ahead and move stops to break even. I swear to Bob, I will. Or I could get edged out again. Edged out. That's not what I want to see. Silver, what are you looking like? Well, if we can hold this kind of a push on silver, like I'm getting goosebumps just thinking about it. But we still have about a minute left to figure out what the 5-minute candlestick wants to do with its life. Respect the break of structure on both of these indexes towards the downside. Please. Please. That's literally all I'm waiting for. For price to just then take out first take profit. Because then if that happens, I could either move stops to break even, or I could go ahead and move, or it just trail. More than likely, I will trail my shit. I'll definitely trail my stop. But I do not want to see a fucking sweep of the lows. Damn. That's the last thing I wanted to see. I'm not gonna lie, that was the last thing I wanted to see. Fuck. Alright, well, buckle up, Buttercup. It's about to be a bumpy ass ride. Unless we could continue on with this push to the downside, it's gonna be a bumpy ass ride. I don't do no. Motherfucker just sprayed outside? I don't know if anybody else heard that, but somebody out there having a bad day. Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna sit here and grind up some weed. Y'all are just gonna have to sit here and watch me do this. Am I the only one that has to deal with like really sticky weed? Am I the only one that has to deal with that shit? Look at that, we're $400 in profit now. Like, it's either really sticky to the point where it's gunking up my grinder, or I really have a shitty ass grinder and it needs to get renewed. One of the two is happening right here. One of the two is happening. So you know what I'm gonna actually do right here though? We're going to go ahead and, what is this, sell? We're gonna buy 2 contracts. We're gonna secure that little bit of profit that we have. And then what we can do from here on out is trail this. Ooh. Let me remove that. One right here. Buy stop. How many do I have? I have 1 contract. From the front to the back. Alright. Now the real fun begins. The real fun begins now, gentlemen. We secured just a tad bit of profit. Just a tad bit of profit on this. That is so beautiful. So beautiful. I would want to go ahead and put my stop loss right here, but like I said, we have a gap that's right here that needs to get filled. Price could automatically come up here and just take me the fuck out. The smart move, honestly speaking, the smart move would to move my stop loss down to here. That would be the smartest move. But I'm just being a fucking bitch. You know, we're just gonna hover it. We're gonna hover it above that high. If price really does want to go ahead and come back up in that nature, then cool. And then we'll move the last, take profit to the more appropriate end of the spectrum. And just wait for another break of structure. Actually, so normally speaking, what I would like to do is wait for another break of structure towards the downside. But in this case, seeing as we have this fair value gap that's right here, this big ass gap that's right here, it needs to get filled. So I lost my train of thought. Fuck, I lost my train of thought. Y'all, I'll come back to it. Nonetheless, there's no nonetheless. I don't even remember what the fuck I was trying to get at. But we'll see. So, moving. Okay, I remember. So normally speaking, I would want to go ahead and just move my stop loss after seeing a break of structure toward the downside. But we have this gap right here that's going to have to get filled. It's going to have to get filled. So I'm going to wait on this to get filled and or to get stopped out to then move further lower. If by any chance we can get another break of structure to the downside right here, then I would possibly want to go ahead and move my stop loss right here, regardless on the fact of knowing that price wants to fill that gap that's on the left hand side. Don't move too far, hold me close tonight. It sucks that we took shitty ass trades in the beginning, but it's really glad to fucking know that we pretty much made back all that money. That was down $600 on the night, but after everything else is said and done, I'm only down 180, and on top of all that, I'm still floating just about $140 in profit. So